Welcome back. Dr. D recently caught up with fitness expert Ashley Marriott to chat fitness goals for the family. Let's take a look.
Are you looking to get fit for the new year? Well, Ashley Marriott is a nationally renowned fitness trainer who has empowered thousands of people to achieve their fitness goals. We are so happy to welcome her to the show. Ashley, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Ashley, why do so many people start the year excited to get fit and then end up quitting after just a few weeks?
Oh my gosh, I've seen this so many times over the 20 years I've worked at the gym and all over the world. It's January and the gym is full, but by February, maybe the middle of February, it just starts to empty out, right? It's just like everyone's excited to start and then nobody sticks with it. So now we know because research has shown us that willpower is a great way to get started, but it doesn't have much longevity. So the problem is we all get excited to start these new programs, but we don't make them realistic. We don't make them something we can keep going with. And usually we make the goals way too big. So then we end up feeling like we failed ourselves. So we got to rework that program and we have to start with much smaller goals that we can actually maintain and sustain for the long run.
Ashley, personally, I know that willpower it doesn't always work. Many of my patients, they have the willpower and then it's gone. So what actually works?
So we know that what really works is setting yourself up for success because habits really become long term habits through positive emotion. So feeling successful. So I always say start with something so small you know you can't fail. So if you're just starting working out, maybe make it doing 10 squats a day. Okay, you can do 10 squats. Now, the next day, maybe you feel that success, that momentum. You can add in some wall push ups. You can add in a walk. So, building on that success is what keeps people going. And I've seen it time again. It's amazing. People say, oh, I told myself I would only work out for 5 minutes. They end up working out for 30 minutes. But if they told themselves, I have to work out for an hour, they wouldn't succeed.
Fitness goals are so hard. And one of your fitness books, and my trainer is not going to like this, but it suggests that we dump our trainer. What is that about?
Yes, I wrote Dump Your Trainer, and it definitely was not my other personal trainer's favorite book of the year. But I really felt like it needed to be written and the message needed to get out there that people don't need to hire a personal trainer to have success with fitness and exercise goals. It's great. There are a lot of really good trainers, and I am a personal trainer. But a lot of us think that that's the magic key, like, oh, if I had a trainer, then I would just be able to be fit. And it's not that at all. It's a real mindset. And you can be your own best personal trainer. You have access to so many great free online tools to set up a program, to stay accountable with. You don't need to spend the money or drive to the gym to have a personal trainer. And there are a lot of personal trainers that unfortunately they're not that invested in you. They're looking just to get another client, and you're always going to have your own best interest. And so you really need to empower yourself that you care the most about your health, your nutrition, and your fitness goals. So you have to be your own trainer.
Can you give us 3 ways people can start an exercise program themselves without going to a trainer, even if they don't know where to begin?
So, luckily, there are a lot of free online resources. I have free workout videos on my website, and I know of so many good resources on YouTube. And the best thing you can do is start really small. Like I mentioned, if you're totally new to working out, then maybe a 10-minute walk every day is a perfect place for you to start, and you can build from there. Of course, ideally, we want to see some cardiovascular training. So that's your aerobic movement. And then we really want to focus on strength training. Too many people ignore that aspect of fitness. And especially as we age, we need to maintain our muscle, and that happens through weight bearing exercise. And you don't need a whole bunch of fancy things. I have an example here of just a resistance band, which is very affordable. You can get this at Target or Amazon, wherever you shop. And this suddenly becomes a great piece of strength training equipment, especially when it has a door anchor. You can do things like chest press, tricep extensions, rows, bicep curls. It really becomes a little mini gym. So instead of setting yourself up like, oh, I don't have a gym membership, I can't do those exercises, you really can with a few very affordable pieces of at home equipment, maybe a resistance band and a padded mat, and you've got a little mini gym.
Now, during the pandemic, I have a trainer and I was working out from home, which is great because my kids actually got to see that I have to put in the effort in order to get results. We all want to set good examples for our kids. Do you have some simple ways to help kids get interested in fitness?
Yes, it's really a sad time to see the numbers of our rates of obesity in children in this country. I think it's 1 in 5 right now, and that's just way too high. And of course, a lot of that has to do with nutrition. So we need to be good role models with what we're bringing in the house and really start with some healthy options for our kids and get them involved in cooking and learning to read labels. So always starts with nutrition because it's a common phrase in the gym, you can't out train a poor diet. And that's really true. But exercise is key for our kids' self-esteem and also mental health. Like the more you move around, the better you feel. It changes your state. And a lot of us, adults and kids, were very sedentary. And so even doing something like creating a little stand-up desk, putting some boxes up, so if your kid is online or doing homework or gaming, at least they're standing. That's going to get them moving. Of course, the more that they can be outside, whether it's walking, running, playing tag, gamify it. If you have little kids, they might love a scavenger hunt hike. If it's cold weather and you have to bring them inside, put on music, get a dance party going. It's good for you, it's good for them. It changes their mood. And I know with my daughter, she's 9, she says, I don't like working out. We don't call it working out. If you make it a punishment, oh, we're going to work out, that just, it sounds like a bad PE class that we don't want to take. So make it fun. The more it's enjoyable, it builds their momentum and they're going to feel positive about moving.
Ashley, that was so amazing. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Back to you, Stephanie.
Great stuff, Dr. D and Ashley. And we'll be right back after this break.